Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Alinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Today, I'm super excited because I want to address one big question that most of you have been asking me. Sisi, I want to start this project. How can I start? And today I feel like let us really share and discuss something about this question, because I have got so many people who have asked me this question in the comment section, through my WhatsApp line. Guys, let us today look at this question. So if you really have the love and the passion for poultry farming, or you've gotten inspired by Alinga here or some other person to start this project, please, I want to say that start with whatever you have. But first of all, identify the type of bird you want to start with. If you don't have enough money to start with the broilers and the layers, please, you can start with the local birds. Personally, I started with very few number of birds. Honestly, I started with broilers, and I remember the first flock that I brought were only 50 in numbers. Then I remember bringing 300. I remember bringing 400, of which the 400 even I ended up losing like 250. Then it continued, but with broilers, my interest was in layers. So that is how I started on with layers right away. But I also started with very few number of birds in layers. I started with 300 birds, and then along the way I added 1,200, then I added 1,000, like that, until when I got a very big loss and I went back to the 400, of which currently I have the 300 and the 90 birds. So with this project, if you really have the interest of starting it, please endeavor you start it with whatever you have. Start with few number of birds. Please, I will advise we start with few number of birds, and let us not rush into adding more numbers if we have not yet learned very well, because according to my experience, I don't want to make losses that I made in the beginning, because I started and I rushed into things. With poultry farming, you have to go step by step. You have to learn first, and along the way, by the way, you will make losses. Okay, you will make losses because you might be among the stubborn ones who will not follow the guidelines, who will not follow the biosecurity, maybe the vaccination, and your birds will end up falling sick and you'll make some losses along the way. But me, I see that as the more you fail, the more you will learn more lessons and you will do better. So that is what happened with me. Right now, we have all witnessed how my birds are really laying very well. So it is all through the lessons that I have learned from my mistakes that I made. So someone out there who have got the interest to start this project, who has the love and the passion for poultry farming, but is stuck, doesn't know how to start it. Start with what you have. Start with any amount of money that you have. But with the layers, I would advise that at least start with 300 birds. That is really very okay. And then with the broilers, you can even start with 100 birds. But remember, before you start, make sure that you make enough market research for your products, for your eggs, for the meat. Make sure that you do the research. Where will you sell your products at the end of the day? If for the layers, when the birds have started laying, where will you sell the eggs? For the broilers, after when you've raised those birds and they have already made the market weight, where will you sell the birds? So also where you start this project will matter a lot. Start your project in a place whereby you know it is easily accessible, it is near the marketplace. Or with the broilers, please, I would not want you to start it very deep in the villages, because deep in the village there, who will consume your broiler meat? Maybe with the layers, you can start even deep in the villages, because these eggs are nowadays everywhere. Okay, so wherever you're going to start your project, make sure it is easily accessible, it is near to the market or near a center, and please plan for how you're going to sell those products of yours. If you're going to open up a store where you sell your eggs from, that is well and good. If you'll buy a freezer whereby you slaughter your birds and you sell as meat, it is also okay. But what I can say is, with this project, it is a lucrative project. Personally, I'm benefiting a lot from this project, and that is why I can advise someone boldly, like, please, let us start this project. We shall benefit. However, you must also follow some of these guidelines that we are really trying as much as possible to bring to you on YouTube. There are so many YouTube channels out there who are teaching about poultry farming. Okay, so endeavor to watch those videos, endeavor to do enough research about these birds. That is how you're going to succeed in this project. And then if you really have very little capital that you cannot manage to start with the 100 broilers or to start with the 300 layers, please, you can also start with the local birds. You know, most of us think that these local birds it's not for business. But 3 months ago, I think it's now 3 months, when we started our local project. And I remember telling you guys that let us really follow these birds step by step, and we see by December how many birds we shall have and how big our project will have grown. Because I want someone out there to also believe that these local birds also can bring you some income. It is just a matter of feeding them well. Imagine I started with 3 hens, and with the ducks, I started with 2 female ducks, and then I started with 1 turkey. But currently, just today, we have new chicks. They are 30 in numbers. We have the ducklings, and their mothers are all already sitting on their eggs. So even the turkey, the mother is already sitting on the 15 eggs, but the 10 that was there are all very, very healthy. So with the local breeds, please, it is also a lucrative project. So someone out there who really do not have enough capital to start with the layers and broilers, I would advise you can start with these local breeds. Okay, it doesn't mean that you need a very big chunk of land to start these local breeds. I am doing it in a very small piece of land, and it is really multiplying very well, and I'm really happy. You guys, I'm really super happy with these pure local breeds. And that's why most people are asking me, Sissy, are those really pure local breeds or these are improved breeds? Please, I have purely local ducks, purely local chicken, and the purely local turkeys. Because for me, if it is locals, I want it to really be purely local, and for the exotic, I want them also to be that way. So if you really don't have enough money, I would encourage you, please, you can start with the local birds and you later on grow on from there, because these local birds, honestly, they are less stressful. Even their feeding is not like for the layers and broilers, and they feed on anything. There are days that maybe their feeds are done. You can just give them even leftovers, and it is okay with them. You find that even the hens which are laying will still lay their eggs, unlike the layers and the broilers, whereby their feedings are really so specific and you do not bargain with them when it comes to feeding. So I would advise someone out there, if you've picked the interest in these local birds, make sure you just feed them well, give them clean drinking water, and also give them these herbal remedies. Okay, for the local birds, honestly, about the vaccination, I don't want to talk much because I'm really very lazy on vaccinating my local birds. I remember just doing the Newcastle vaccinations, of which I've so far done only twice. But with the local birds, I'm so lazy about the vaccination. But for the layers and broilers, honestly, that one I'm so strict. So someone out there who wants to start this project, I think you've really gotten the courage to start this project, because this project is a lucrative project. So long as you follow the right things and you do as it is said, please, you will really enjoy the project and you will really bring back, it will really bring back even your capital, because most people think these layers don't bring back people's capital. But some of us here are still doing the layers. We have done it way back. We've made so many losses, but still we are continuing to do this project. Just because we have seen something good in it. You know, you cannot keep on doing something when you're not benefiting. Trust me. Then after starting your farms, please, you can start YouTube channels and you also motivate us and tell us your story. We shall be there to watch those videos. Okay. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope someone out there has gotten motivated to start this project. Just stand up. Start from whatever you have and wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for loving me. And if you're still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video. Comment in the comment section down below. And I will be so grateful. Tell me which country you're watching me from and I will be smiling. See you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.